Hi there, Eric Bakker, naturopath again, author of Candida Crusher. Question: is my yeast infection linked up with a lowered immunity? Absolutely. A strong immune system is going to overcome a yeast infection much more easily than a weak immune system. But not only a yeast infection, a strong immune system is going to overcome a lot of problems in your body, inflammation in particular. A strong immune system is now even linked to helping prevent heart disease, cancer, many illnesses in your body. So it's imperative that you develop a very powerful immune response. How do we do that? Try and understand what builds immunity up in the body and also what breaks it down. In a previous video, I spoke about health builders and health busters. I spoke about increasing resistance and reducing susceptibility. You're not going to build good immunity by taking antibiotics or by taking pharmaceutical drugs. These are purely symptomatic treatments. They make people a lot of money who make these drugs, but they don't build you a lot of health. So you need to think of your immune system like a powerful army. And if a country has a weak army, it gets invaded quite easily. If a country has a very powerful army, it's going to take over that threat very quickly and deal with it and lay it to rest before it even infiltrates into the country. So it's important for you to understand this concept. So I want you to really work on building up your immunity, and I'm going to speak a lot more about this in other videos, but I'll explain a little bit more about immune system in this video for your interest. So immunity is linked up very much so with digestive health, with emotional health, and particularly with adrenal health. So the adrenal glands manufacture, in particular, a hormone called cortisol, and cortisol has an extremely powerful affinity on your white blood cells. So good cortisol levels mean a powered up immune system. Poor cortisol levels mean a weakened immune system. And this will explain now to you why when people undergo stressful events, they have a period of time, not long after, where they get ill. So cortisol affects the body in many ways, but when it comes to your immune system, cortisol in sufficient levels is going to help prevent acute infectious disease. So it's going to help prevent recurring coughs and colds and flus. Cortisol in sufficient levels is going to prevent hypersensitivity or allergic response, i.e. food allergies. Cortisol in sufficient levels is going to also to help to prevent autoimmune disease. And ultimately, a very good adrenal system should ultimately help you overcome from developing cancer, help to prevent cancer. So these are pretty good reasons why you want good adrenal health. I've seen many people with chronic yeast infections with poor immune health that can't recover because they've got poor adrenal health. And once their adrenals are treated and powered up and cortisol is working, the chronic yeast infection goes away. So that's something for you to think about. I hope that answers your question. Thank you.